kwa keja tuna manaira aterere ekegwere sinasaya kuonesha kitambi sauna.
Well, welcome back to Monday Football. That was the first 45 minutes. We're back now for the second half of today's show. And we start off with highlights of what was happening in Europe over the weekend. Of course, not a good time to be a Manchester United fan. And if you're asking why, well, they suffered their third defeat this week. Last week, rather, as late goals from Juan Zuniga and Troy Deeney gave Watford a deserving 3-1 win.
Shuffle, gets it back from Rashford. Ibrahimovic, Rashford scores! Running at Shaw, feeding it in for Pereira. Set back for Zuniga! And still success. And now Zuniga. Fellaini's challenge, penalty. Historic Hornets goal! Manchester United beaten by Watford for the first time in 3 decades.
Well, Tottenham maintained their unbeaten start to the Premier League season with a comfortable 1-0 victory against winless Sunderland at White Hart Lane. And of course, all eyes on Victor Mugubi. Just look at what he's been doing to bolster and support that team, even though he did not score yesterday. The lone goal was scored by Harry Kane.
Still about his error. And in one moment of
chest on it, in the end he gets nothing. It slides away from him, invited into the path of Harry Kane. He can't believe it. Thank you very much. And for all their hard work, for all that team shape and denying Spurs up to now, one little mistake.
Well, Alexis Sanchez scored twice and missed a penalty as Arsenal comfortably beat 10-man Hull City by 4 goals to 1 in the Premier League on Saturday. Here are the highlights of that match.
Activia Walcott, is this goal number 100? Yes, it is. A century for club and country for Theo Walcott. The red, but it is a penalty for Hull.
They got nowhere near the ball.
Just been nervy for the last 10 minutes. Robert Snodgrass makes it 2-1. Bacardi, now Sanchez, and he's rolled it through here. Walcott to wrap it up. Sanchez should be able to, and does. The 2-goal lead is restored within 4 minutes. And Arsenal.
Well, hand over now to Mike Okinyi just for us to know a bit more about League Ndogo FC and their strategy, and he'll be talking to Coach Michael Nam about that. Michael Nam, a name probably familiar to many of you football stakeholders out there. He's been a coach of several teams, especially in Naivasha. He's also coached Talanta FC, and he's also been here with the team quite recently. He'll be telling us what the strategy is for the team moving forward. Their performance in the nationwide division has not been the best, and he'll be telling us why that has been happening and so much more. Mike Okinyi, over to you.
Thank you, Egabora. Remember we asked you at the beginning of the show, is it the ultimate achievement for the Harambee Starlets if they win the Sekafa Women Championship? They're in the final tomorrow against Tanzania. I'm sure the Football Kenya Federation is flagging off a bus that is taking fans to Jinja to watch that final. They should be arriving there just before midnight today. So some of the comments that you're sending us, remember hashtag Monday Football on Twitter. Engineer Philip says congratulations to the Starlets, kazi kwa stars sasa. And then DJ Snapback says I believe in the Starlets, make us proud and bring it home. Richard Okwengu says all the best Harambee Starlets, simple and clear message. Kevin Big Fish says the Starlets winning the cup will be a big achievement and a morale booster. I guess you're talking about a morale booster towards the Africa Cup of Nations women's version, that we've been pulled in a very, very tough group that includes Nigeria. So we need to toughen up before that game. And then Linus Armstrong, I beg your pardon, says keep the fire burning, make us proud, and we stand with the Harambee Starlets. And then there's one here that really cracked me up, and this one is from Shisia. At Den Shispik says, this is Shisia, you say, may the lords of corruption never notice the progress that Harambee Starlets are making in sports. Quite a message out there. I hope they will not notice that. I'm now joined by Michael Nam, the coach of Ligi Ndogo at the moment. Nam, karibu sana.
Asante sana.
You're a very experienced coach, especially with this type of players. I don't believe you've got anyone who's above 23 years of age in this team.
Yes, only one is above. It is Ata Weyula.
Okay.
Yes.
Weyula is the only one who's above that age.
5 years.
When you joined this team 6-7 weeks ago,
yes,
what are some of the needs that you noticed, and how are you progressing towards achieving those needs for the players?
Yeah, the need here was how to go through physical development, which was one area. They are talented, but they need more physical development and mental development. And I believe that they can also be equal to the top clubs that are in the Nationwide League.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You've been there before with FC Talanta,
yes,
Nationwide League. How tough? What are some of the qualities that make this league very tough, the National Super League? Because I'm seeing the gap at the top. Teams are left. It's a very short. It's not so big, especially the first 3-4 teams. Less than 10 points that separate these teams. What makes this such a tough league, the National Super League?
Yeah, it's a tough league. If you can see, even in the Go TV, you can see how many teams have managed to go past even the top KPL clubs.
True.
And this proves to you that the league in the lower tier here is a league and a half. It's a league that needs a lot of players who are equally having all the physical and the technical development, and this you can see that we have it in the lower league. Yes.
The players here, technically,
yes,
how has the development helped them? Because we understand Ligi Ndogo, they have all these leagues from the under-11s all the way to the seniors. How important is that development? Because you specialize in that age bracket of coaching.
Yeah, truly speaking, it's through the academy that we get the talented players. And of course, when we go to the technical part of the game, when you start developing them in a younger age, they get it quicker. And they improve their technical know-how, which is the insight. And the insight of the game is one fundamental area that if a player doesn't have, then all the areas are not going to function. Meaning the physical area, the psychological part, and the social part. When you miss one area, which is the talented, where we get the talent base, and we call it in another side is that the intelligent, then it becomes hard. It's not a complete player. But in the Ligi Ndogo, they start developing this is a lower age, which is we call it, this is the age, the golden age of development. And this is really helping them, because you could see some of their players that have come through this process has managed to get somewhere.
How challenging is it when you've developed players?
Yes.
They have gotten into the system, they're playing really well, then all of a sudden they have to go to another club because they've been sold out. What challenge does it bring in trying to fill in those gaps and bringing up another player to fill in that gap?
Yeah, this is surely another problem. It's a very big challenge, because you see, you need a team that has stayed for some time. A team that has stayed together for about 1 year, 2 years to pull up a very good performance in the league. But if you are going to lose players every 3 months, 2 months, then it becomes hard for you to have a team that can perform well. You see, if you look at the Barcelona, majority of their players have been there for some time. They only bring me 2-3 players on board, maybe because of the injury. Yes. But the players that comes up and sums up the philosophy of the team, of the club, then it makes it easier for them to progress. So this is a very big challenge, and I think in the future, majority of our football clubs can really see a way of maybe retaining some of their best players for a longer period. This can really help them to achieve at the end.
You have when you have a game over the weekend, this first session of the week, I hear so many coaches calling it recovery session.
Yes.
What is it all about, this recovery session? What do you do different from other training sessions?
Recovery is not really a training session. It's to just recover the body, to recover in mind and physical, to make the body be ready for the training sessions, whatever you want to do according to the team that you are going to play over the weekend. Is to make sure that the body are ready. Anything is within the body, the mind, the physical, and everything is ready for you, for the player to get set for any training session that is to submerge in the coming.
Is the session the same every other week?
No, it's not the same. It's not the same. The sessions are divided in the number of you progress. It's gradual sessions. You know what you start on as you progress, and then you lower it you lower it as you approach now the game day.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you talk about systems,
yes.
What system do you play here at Ligi Ndogo? Was there a system before you joined? Have you changed the system, or is the same system that you're trying to tweak and maintain?
When I joined, I found the team is already have their own system of playing.
Yes.
They have a philosophy of 4-4-2.
Yes.
That's what I have to maintain. Because when you change it and the league is on, it's a little bit trickery.
Okay.
And you look at the players you have, if they can manage that system.
Okay.
So it's not the players, it's the players that make the system. Yes.
Finally, coach, do you believe that you'll survive relegation? You are in a very precarious position. 9 points, 15 points, I beg your pardon, and games are running out.
Yeah, when I joined them, I found them with about 6 points, something like this, and we have managed to pull a win, 2 draws,
yes,
and 2 losses against KCB and against Soya 1-0. And what I've seen that these players are getting, they are getting to there where we want to be. And I believe with about 10 matches to come, I think I have a belief that they will win about 7 matches out of them, and these 7 matches can make them be above the relegation.
Okay.
Then now we can prepare for the next season.
All the best, coach. We wish you all the best.
Yes.
We'll now let you get back to your training session. I'll come there. You'll help me with some of those sessions that you do, because we normally have something we call the challenge,
okay,
the Monday Football Challenge.
Yes.
So when you come to the challenge, a player will stand to win something from us. So I will join you there later, and I will tell you what we'll be doing. Over to you now, Wahiga, as we prepare for the football challenge.
Well, shortly I'll be talking to one of the players from Ligi Ndogo FC who hails all the way from DR Congo. He'll be telling me about his experience playing right here in Kenya and what sort of challenges he's also faced. But before that, interesting match that took place on Friday night football. Still a hard one to believe, but nevertheless Liverpool continued to gather impressive momentum in the Premier League as they inflicted Antonio Conte's first loss as Chelsea manager with a deserved 2-1 victory at Stamford Bridge to move into the top 4.
Henderson. Good effort! Oh, that's a fabulous goal! Jordan Henderson with a bolt against the Blues, out of the... And Matic again linking the play. Couple waiting, Costa, Chelsea back in business. It's not going to endear him necessarily to his manager.
Alright, well, Real Madrid, they beat Espanyol 2-0 for a record equaling 16th consecutive win in Spain's top division and moved 3 points clear at the top of La Liga. Now, goals from James Rodriguez and Karim Benzema gave them the win that matches the run of Pep Guardiola's Barcelona side in the 2010-2011 season.
He struck with real quality, quality individual. This type of game, they've been desperate for a little break, for little moments of space. Espanyol got the numbers back, there's not too many around there. Throwing himself into challenges, he breaks through. Out of the hat. Lucas Vázquez, 2 at the far post. Flying in, here's Benzema. Well, he's utilised his squad tonight, Zinedine Zidane, and those who've been on the fringes have done it for him. First it was James, now it's Benzema. We just talk times this pass beautifully. The run from Vasquez is timed perfectly. It's an excellent.
You should make up your mind. Take it back to my shrine. And I'ma need all night. Are we ever gonna know? You should make up your mind. Take it back to my shrine. And I'ma need all night.
As I mentioned earlier, the league in Dogo Grounds is one where many young boys come with big dreams, and if they have the right talent and everything goes well, then their big dreams could possibly come true. And as much as many of the players here also go to play in other countries, we have players from other countries also coming to play right here at League in Dogo FC. And to tell me a bit more about that, I'm joined by Christian Lubulu. He's come all the way from DR Congo. If you can join me, he can just tell us what brought him to Kenya. He tells me he speaks, he's already getting an ovation. He tells me he speaks so many. How many languages do you speak, Christian?
I think 3 or 4.
Which, take me through them. English,
Kiswahili, French, and Lingala.
Lingala?
Yeah.
Hebu nisalimie kwa Lingala kidogo ndio.
Mbote.
What am I supposed to respond?
Malamu.
Malamu.
Yeah.
No, that one I've heard before.
Okay.
What brought you all the way from DR Congo to play football in Kenya? What were the circumstances that brought you here?
I came here because my dad works here. So yeah, that's why we're here. And growing up in Kenya, I decided, we used to play ball in Congo, so I had to join League in Dogo because there's a coach who used to be here. He's called Coach Papi. I used to know my dad. His dad and his dad, we used to work together. So he's the one who brought me to League in Dogo.
Brought you to League in Dogo. Yeah. How has it been so far, just being part of the team? Have you managed to catch the Kenyan style of football, or are you trying to inject your also Congolese flair into that?
It has been good. It has been good. According to me, I've stayed with my style of play, Congolese style of play, as we like, Chenga Kidogo, and all that. Yeah. So whenever you do that in Congo, fans always like you. They like skillful players. So I can say in Congo we have more skillful players than Kenya.
Many have never gotten a chance to visit Congo, but judging by the style of football we see on TV, we can tell that they must have a good youth football network or program in Congo. Briefly explain to us, how is youth football carried out in Congo? Do you have academies all over? Do you have football pitches everywhere? How is it?
Yeah, it's good. Okay, I've not been there for like I think 5 years now, but I think for now we have youth coming up and all that. We have some academies that have been built. I think it was on 2012.
Yes.
So and we also have pitches, like a lot of pitches over there. So yeah, we're doing well. So far we're doing well.
Good. Finally, give me your prediction. Harambee Stars playing DR Congo, I believe, next month. What's that match result going to be?
Okay. I think we'll win 3-0.
3-0?
Yeah.
3-0?
Yeah.
I'll hold you to that. What's the name of your hairstyle?
I don't know. Just box hairstyle. Meza, I don't know.
Meza?
Yeah.
Congo hii ndio watu wanapenda?
Sio hivyo, hii nimetoka baba yangu. Yeah, when I was growing up alikuwa nipea hii style. So
how do you make it? Unaishapeaje hivyo? Iko na design.
Hii lazima ni kwa baba akusaidia kidogo, alafu mwenyewe lazima ujue venye
inakanga you roll your head on the ground kidogo ndio ipate shape.
Hapana, anatumia comp
na kuchezea. Thank you so much, Christian. Asante sana. Michael Kinyi now has a super challenge for the team, and he's going to be telling us what they're going to have to do to come out as winners. Mike, over to you.
Thank you very much, Wahiga Maura. I can get you from wherever you are, Higgs, and our challenge is very simple, yeah? These guys have been doing practice for a while, and this is what we are doing. When we say head, they catch the ball. When we say catch, they head the ball. I've got 2,000 bob to give out to whoever will remain in our football challenge for today. Okay, guys, concentration. I hope you've trained enough. Wait. Ball zote chini sasa. Remember we said we are 10 of us. Tunataka kuchuja tubaki na watu 4. Alright? We'll remain with 4 guys only. Sawa guys? Yes. Captain amechujwa. Okay, sawa. Kapi, sorry. Wewe umechukuliwa huko na Malik. Sawa guys, it's very simple. For the benefit of our new member, this is what we do. When you deliver the ball to this side, always throw head level. But when I say head, you catch. When I say catch, you head. And it has to be faster. Alright? But we only need 4 guys to remain here. And we'll do one exercise ya kuchuja watu kwanza. Na nyinyi wenyewe ndo mtachuja. Alright? So, we'll do the same. Everybody will watch me. You work with me, all right? Eyes on me. When I say shoulder, if my hands get to where I am going before you, tunakuchuja. Usingoje ati watu washapeleka. No. So when I say shoulder, when I say head, head, shoulder, head, shoulder. Right? That is what we do. Sawa guys? And we'll be fast enough. When I say head and shoulder, nyinyi wenyewe ndo mtakuwa judges. Coaches, please, mnichujie watu wale hawana na concentration. Coach Nam, come on this side please. So I need 4 guys to remain. Ule anachujwa anakaa chini. Tunamrusha huko. Haraka pesi. So are we ready guys? Are we ready? We are ready, yeah? Haya. Twende, shoulder. Shoulder. Angel, tushakuchuja tayari. Haya, twende, head. Shoulder. Head. 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 Tunaona, we are seeing you. Let's balance, let's balance. One guy on this side. One guy on this side. Easy, easy. Mikono chini, mikono chini. We've got 4 against 4. Lazima tuchuje watu wanne. Sawa guys. Coaches, please, watch. Akiblanda inje mara moja. Me, I'm not able to see that side. Naona ile side peke yake. I'm not seeing on this side. Okay. Twende jamaa, head. Amejichuja mwenyewe. Relax. Arms chini. Shoulder. Shoulder. Head. Shoulder. Head. Boss, umekwama tu. Coaches, tuwachuje. Haya, sawa. Umejitetea vilivyo. How many do we have remaining? How many do we have? 6. We need to chuja watu wawili. Concentration guys. Naona makipo ndio na concentration kwa shinda eh? Alright? We switch it, we make it better. Alright? When we say shoulder, on the knees. When we say knees, alright? Triceps. Ini ya triceps, tunajaribu. Shoulder, shoulder. Unamwona? Hiyo ni trial. Hiyo ni trial. Yeah, it's the opposite. In fact, coaches, this is the deal. Coaches, you'll do what you're supposed to do. When I say shoulder, weka mkono kwa shoulder as the coaches. Yes. When you say knee, coaches go to the knee. But the rest of you, it has to go opposite. Sawa jamaa? Tumeelewana? Aya, hii ni round ya mchujo sasa. I need 4 guys to remain. Shoulder. Head. Oh. Nyinyi wote nitawachuja. Exactly. So why are you moving when I say head? Exactly. No. We've advanced. Hiyo nimewasamea. We've advanced. When we say shoulder, we go on the knees. Alright? Shoulder, we move there. When you say knees, you come here. When I say head, you don't move. Anybody who moves when I say head, umechujwa. Concentration guys. Hii ningechuja nyinyi wote isipokuwa Jagol. Jagol peke yake ndiye alipata hiyo. Alright? Haya, twende head. Coaches watch eh? Watch for me. Shoulder. Head. Shoulder. Knees. Shoulder. Shoulder. Knees. Shoulder. Shoulder again. Head. Mtu akitingizika coach tunamchuja. Alright? Head. Shoulder. Head. Knees. Knees. Shoulder. Head. Shoulder. Knees. Wamekwama wote. Haya, tuende. I will deal with 6. I've got my 2,000 bob to give out. Alright? It's 3 against 3. I've got 2,000 bob to give out. Alright? Niko nayo hapa. Napatia coach ashikilie. Coach, confirm uko na 2,000 hapo. Whoever remains. Alright? Whoever remains. So it's simple. When we say head, what do? You catch. When we say catch, you head. Alright? It has to be faster. Alright. So wacha tuone nani anachujwa kwanza haraka upesi. Are we ready? Remember, delivery is the same. On the same. We do 1 minute on this side, 1 minute on this side. Kama tujachuja mtu. Aya, twende. Head. Rusha faster. Guys, it's not slow. Head. Catch. Head. Catch. Catch. Head. Head. Catch. Head. I want this ball faster. Sasa mimi ndio nitafanya hii kazi. Coaches, give me the instructions. Guys, or catch. Head. Head. Catch. Head. Head. Catch. Catch. Head. Catch. Head. Catch. Head. Catch. 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 Head. 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 Catch. Head. Catch. I say. Yes. I said head. Yes. Yes. Look at my review. Yeah. Yeah. Head catch. Head catch. Nimeenda haraka haraka. No, nimeenda haraka haraka. Okay, head. You have head. Catch. Head. Head. Catch. Head. Okay, ready? Head. Head. Catch. Head. 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 Catch. Watch. You have. I'm increasing the speed. Okay. Ready? Head. Catch. Head. Head. Catch. 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 Head. Catch. Catch. Head. Thank you. Here you are. Here we go. Oh boy. I will start off with the Jack. Ulikuwa umeconcentrate vizuri sana. Mbona umechanganyikiwa ya mwisho?
Coach ndo amesema pole pole. Anasema disale imeshakuja.
Pele ishakuja.
Sasa ikishafika hivi ndo anasema.
Alisema concentration. Lazima umsikize kabla ball ifike.
Iko sawa.
Ile bahati mbaya sio? Nice try. Oboya. Niambie kwanza majina kabisa. Brilliant Ochieng. Why do they call you Oboya?
Because they usually say I play like the Kenya international Patrick Oboya.
That's why they call you Oboya.
Yeah.
How easy was it?
It's simple. You just have to concentrate and listen to the instructions. Yeah.
How does that help in a game situation?
How does it help?
Yes.
In a game situation, if you don't focus, if you don't concentrate,
yes,
as in, it will be difficult.
Okay.
Because situations are more. There are so many situations.
Yes.
That needs concentration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ochieng?
Yeah.
2000 bob for you as we promised.
Yeah.
Let's see kama uko na skill kama za Oboya. Uko na skill kama za Oboya?
Kidogo.
Wacha tuzione. Nipe microphone yangu. Let's see what you can do with the ball. Ndio hizo sasa. Safi, thank you Ochieng. Wahiga Mahora, if you're ready, Wahiga, if you can hear me, if you're ready with the captain's interview, Wahiga, that was a challenge for us this week. It's very difficult to get these guys to concentrate, especially on a game situation, because instructions are given from the bench. How well do you interpret them? Like Ochieng has said, there are many situations in the game that call for your concentration, full concentration. That is what they had to do. Wahiga, over to you for the interview with the captain. Well, we are now at the fan corner, although the players have joined us. Just to wrap up, I'm here with the captain. Hata Weyule, jina inanisumbua, hope nimepata vizuri, but pia akona nickname. Hata Weyula, that is, hata mambo vipi?
Sana.
Nickname ni gani?
King.
King. Kwa nini?
Yeah, nilipata tu naitwa hivyo nikiwa mdogo.
So wewe ni king na wewe ni captain pia. Engagement yako na ball ilianza wapi?
Ilianza nikiwa chuo, nilikuwa na passion, hata nafikiri budangu nilipoanza kucheza buda aliniambia kwamba I was named after my grandpa, na aliniambia pia alikuwa anacheza ball. So nafikiri run tu na run kwa blood.
Na run kwa blood. Sasa naona wachezaji hapa ni wengi, lakini captain, coach na owner of the team waliamua wewe ndio captain. Kwa nini?
Nafikiri maybe ni ile uzoefu nimeka kwa team kiasi, pia plus playing experience, alafu na ile leadership, the interested in me.
So far this season imekuwa ngumu kwa team, hata performance haijakuwa vile watu walikuwa wanatarajia. Strategy gani mko nayo? Another 10 games or so pending. Mnaona at least mnaweza toka out of relegation zone?
Definitely hiyo ndio target yetu sasa hizi. Lakini kwanza kwetu kubani kwamba last season tulilose maplayer wale ambao tulikuwa tunategemea. So kwanza wale wadogo kutoka kwa youth team kublend ikakuwa ni ngumu kidogo, but tunajua tuta survive. Okay, na wewe umemotivate team aje? Wakifunga bao kuna kadrili wao fanya? Tunayo, lakini zile ambayo uongoza leo akukam. Aya, kwa wapi? Nitafutie mtu atuonyeshe kitu before tuseme kwa heri kwa mafanzi wa hii team. Nani anaweza fanya kitu? Naitwa Lubulu. Lubulu ako wapi? Ako wapi? Mwambie akuje, ni huyu. Kom. Christian mwenyewe. Christian fanya kitu kidogo at least. Ni kama mmefunga bao. Picture this, you've scored a goal, ni final na your boy mmewatoa from relegation. Sasa how will you celebrate? Well, so we normally have turn to them and tuonyeshe. Si unajua ile celebration ile asisi ile. Ile tukifunga bao tunakuja kwa kona kidogo tunaanza. Wengine waingie wako. Madama hiki kitu tufanya pamoja. Watu kadhaa bana. Tunajua hiki kitu venye hiki kitu huenda. Na hiyo mziki. Mzee tunataka kwa kona pale. Tuende mzee hapo. No, yeah.
Sawa.
Well, Michael Kini, I believe that's all we had time for today here at League Ndogo. I keep being told that if we got a chance to come here on a Saturday, yes, you find this place completely full. I don't know what sort of insights you've gotten because of that.
It's totally different, Waiga. I remember my first time here was 2003. It was a very small space up there near the parking, and that's where the kids were playing at. And it was only under 10, under 12. They increased because when the under 12s graduate, where were they supposed to go? That's right. They loved this place. So they decided to put in an under 14, under 16, under 18. These are the products. Until senior. Now, these are the seniors. Wow. 10-year wait. This is what it produces. When you concentrate on what you want to do, you achieve the results. That's right. Yes. And you see, if we had 10 teams like this, with under 11s all the way to under 20s, then our football will really change. That is what they do in West Africa and all the developing countries. The problem is most teams focus on the senior side, what you can get out of that, and then you neglect your junior. They forget the juniors and the women. And look at what the Starlets are doing in Uganda. That's right. Yeah, so that is, we are actually having a conversation with Amimo, and we said the Starlets now need to play the men's side. They need to come here and play League Ndogo. They need to go and play Gor Mahia, AFC Leopards, Ulinzi,
to prepare them for Cameroon.
They're playing Nigeria, my friends. Nigeria don't bembeleze you on the pitch. They are tough. They are hard. It's like you're playing with the boys. So if they can't get women's quote-unquote competition around East Africa, yes, put them up against the men, prepare them for Nigeria. Yes, they will be able to get into the groove of playing the tough matches against very tough opposition. When they play against their fellow women, it becomes easy for them. I understand, and that's why you have results like 7, 8, what you've been hearing in Sekafa. Yes, that is why those results are there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I believe that's what we had today, of course. Banan Dong not with us. We know we have another big story also. We are chasing Michael Kini, of course, regarding what happened in Rio. We'll have that in our subsequent bulletins. But another great show lined up next week, same time, same place. My name is Wahiga Moura. Just watch out for where we'll be. We'll be able to let you know where we'll be on Monday, and I can promise you, it's going to be a show and a half. It's something we've not done on Monday football before. This will be a great one. So over to you. We'll leave it with the boys. They'll choose their music, what they want to dance to, then CrossFit, we'll get it on with them. See ya. Well, hello there. Welcome to another exciting edition of Monday Football, this being the 19th day of September 2016. Today we are live from the League Ndogo grounds on Gong Road, and this is where dreams come true. And what I mean by dreams come true is if you've ever been here on a Saturday or a weekend, or a special day when they have all the teams here from under 8, under 10, under 12, under 14, under 15, all the way up until the senior team. It is a beehive of activity here. You're just getting a glimpse of that right now with the senior team that's playing behind me. And all these young boys have come here for one reason. They are hoping to be good enough to join the senior team and one day get to play abroad. A lot of players from League Ndogo have played for leagues
all across the world. Aspire in the East, in Asia. They've played in Europe as well. And these players also at least 3 times a year travel across the world, playing in different tournaments, Denmark, Sweden, you name it, and they've played there as well. Quite a rich history for this club. Lots of players that have come from here to go and play for the Harambee Stars and to play for international clubs as well. And we'll be giving you all that information even as we continue. But of course, welcome to the show. Keep engaging us. Starting right now, of course, I know some of you have already started tweeting, asking us questions. The hashtag is Monday Football, and you can talk to us also on our SMS platform 22422, and we will as much of your responses as we can. But I'm not alone. Michael Kinyi also joins me. He's on the field, and he's going to be cutting out a couple of interviews even as the show continues. Mike Okinyi, over to you.
Thank you very much, Wahiga Mwaura. Ligi Ndogo is synonymous with the development of youth programs. In 2003-2004, these grounds had a very small space where the boys of under 10 and under 12 were basically starting off in their football lives. Now, some of those boys are the ones that are playing for the Ligi Ndogo FC team that is playing in the National Super League, and they're not doing so well in the league. If I look at the standings currently, Ligi Ndogo, after 24 matches have only amassed 15 points, and 15 points than Shabana with 9 points. So we'll be talking to Chris Amimu, who's the chairman of Ligi Ndogo, and as well as an executive member of the new Football Kenya Federation. We'll be finding out more about Ligi Ndogo. Why are they languishing at the bottom of the table at this particular moment in time? They've got a very good coach, and this is Coach Michael Nam. Michael Nam is well-traveled, articulated in terms of youth development. Remember, he was at Talanta FC, now at Ligi Ndogo. Can he bring the magic touch to hold this team out of the relegation zone? We'll be talking about this and much, much more when this show gets on the road. But for now, DJ Crossfade is on the decks. We start by talking about a team that's making us very, very happy at the moment, the Harambee Starlets. Now, the national women's football team, they have qualified for the finals of the Sakafa Women's Tournament in Uganda after edging out Ethiopia's Lucy by 3-2. That's in Jinja. This is how it happened. They became the first team to book a place in the decider, with all the goals coming in the second half, where Nedi Atieno grabbed a brace before Caroline Anyango scored the eventual winner to overcome a huge scare from Ethiopia, who looked like they were going to actually win that match. Meanwhile, the Starlets have been drawn in Group B of the Africa Women's Cup of Nations alongside Nigeria, Ghana and Mali. The hosts, Cameroon, are in Group A with Egypt, South Africa and Zimbabwe. KCB, they made it to the semi-finals of the GoTV Shield Cup after winning 4-3 in post-match penalties against Western Steamer after a 0-0 scoreline in regular time. Here are the highlights of that particular match.
Puts it in the net, and that means we are level one more time, 3. Eric Okot now. Oh, puts it in the net. Quite the easiest of penalties by Eric Okot. And he's enjoying himself. Lost for KCB. It will be KCB. So KCB will go into the next round after Adika had done a good job of solving the penalties, saving the penalties, he now
Well, we stay with the GoTV Shield Cup at the Moi Stadium, Kisumu. The fairy tale run of National Super League side, that Nzoia United in the Shield Cup, was painfully brought to an end. This is because they surrendered the semi-final ticket to Lindsay Stars 4-2 in post-match penalties after a 1-1 draw in regulation time.
Well, floated nicely in and headed into the net. The Soldiers level the score. Mangala with Saruni. Mangala sends it out. And Kokoyo puts it in the net.
Well, a bit earlier on I tried to give you a bit of history about the League Ndogo side, where they have come from, what their players have been able to achieve, what kind of activity you see here if you ever come on a Saturday from under 18s all the way up until the senior team. They have flooded this ground with that. But to give us more details, Michael Kinyi now with the founder, Mr. Amimo, they'll be giving you all those details and much more. Mike, over to you.
Well, like we promised earlier, Chris Amimo will be joining us very soon. And League Ndogo is about many things. Remember I said 2003, 2004. I remember when the small kids were coming here for their early introduction into the football life. Right now it has grown all the way to a team in the National Super League. And I'm joined by Chris Amimo. Chris, karibu sana.
Thank you.
We're just talking about the teams that you have.
Yeah.
It's not just this team. How many other teams are here?
One of them. I have like 6 other teams. This is senior team playing in the National Super League. I have an under-20 team that's playing in the Nairobi County League.
Yes.
I have an under-17 team.
Yes.
It's playing in the Kibra under-17 League. I have an under-15 team, again playing in the Kibra under-15 League. We have an under-13 team playing in the FKF under-13 League. Then you have also an under-11 team, again playing in the Nairobi West under-11 League. So we have all the way from under-11 to the senior team.
How are the trainings coordinated on these grounds that you have? Because those are many teams to have.
Those are many teams, yes. Most of the senior team trains 4 times a week in the mornings. The under-20s, they train from 10 o'clock, again 4 times a week. Now the under-17 train on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday at 4 p.m. The under-15 and under-13 and under-11 again train mainly on Saturday and Sundays, but also sometimes they have Tuesday, Thursday training sessions. So we just split the hours and the days.
It's been tough in the Super League.
It's been very tough for us this year, very, very tough. I think the Super League went a notch slightly higher this year, and there's a lot of investment by competing teams, and they got a lot of experienced players, so then the competition became very tough. I have a very young team because we try to bring as many as possible through our ranks, so for them it's a learning experience, but it's good for them, and I think we'll hang in there.
So you've talked about from the under-11s all the way to the team in the Super League, which from average, when I look at them, this is basically under-22 players.
Yes, mostly.
So how do you fund all these teams?
Good question. How we fund this team is actually from our League Ndogo program. We also run a soccer school, and this is a commercial venture. And what happens is that we have people who come and register and pay a fee to be taught how to play football. Now, from the profits we make is what we use to be able to run these other teams. So the funding is purely from football itself. You know, we have coaches, we have training sessions, we have parents who come and pay for that, and from the proceeds we get, then we're able to run our other teams.
You started off with a very small piece of land. On the other side, it's expanded to quite some vast grounds. Do you own these grounds or you lease them out?
I wish I could own them. This is this is prime acreage in Nairobi.
Yes.
No, I don't own it. Ligido don't own it. We lease it. But I need to say that right now we are at an advanced stage of talks with the owners of the property, and likely very soon we'll be putting a bid to purchase it. And once we do that, then you will see a lot of developments in the next, say, 3 to 6 months.
Well, when you list the grounds, what are the challenges? Because if you look at it, if you have these grounds to yourself,
yes,
you are able to do little developments on it. Yes. What are the handicaps when you lease?
When you lease, okay, let me give an analogy. It's like a house. It's like renting a house. You see, so long as you have the lease and you're paying your rent, then it's as good as your house. I mean, you'll bring whoever you want to visit you. You can do your stuff there.
Yes.
But of course, there are things you cannot do. You cannot put down a certain wall, and you cannot put an extension to your sitting room. Right? So there are those limitations.
Yes.
But in as far as usage is concerned, it's a long-term lease. So then we have the grounds to ourselves. We have our clubhouse. We have our kitchen. We have our TV room. The guys can, relax. They can review games. So we have all that stuff. But also then, if we were to purchase it, then we can do much, much more. Then now we can invest in the ground. Say maybe put an AstroTurf, maybe put a small stadium, maybe put some commercial ventures that will earn more income to help the team in the league. So that kind of stuff. Those are the limitations between leasing and actually owning the place.
Okay, we'll speak to Chris Amimo some more. Let's get back to Wahiga with more stories from the weekend football. Wahiga.
Well, we continue taking a look at what's been happening over the weekend in terms of sports, especially from the world of football. We stay with Kenyan football, where GoTV Shield Cup defending champions Bandari, they are out of contention for this year's title after they were knocked out 5-4 on penalties by Karubangi Sharks after a 1-1 draw during regulation time. Here are the highlights of that particular match.
By Ken Odhiambo. He's brought in Kenga as well to spark in. And he does have one trump card in Dani Sarunkuma. Shot at goal! Oh, beautiful goal! The equalizer on the stick. Of course, Pascal, lucky for him, of course, had fingers to it, but
I just want the one give me keys and leave on. My bedroom is final. With the baby baba now. I get wear designer. Everything way I give I'm final. Yeah. I know like Walla. But with the baby baba now. Yeah, my bedroom is final. When it drop, everybody know they die. All of the girls will do anything for my love. All of the boys will do anything for the money. They dance to my music and they show me love. Girls wanna touch, wanna love, they want to love. Yeah, I got one life. Make I leave and see I don't try. Us hustle for street I don't like. Now see me I done the job like. Yeah, but my brother is final. The girls they like wear designer. With the baby kid, they I know the tire.
Well, from GoTV, we take a look at what's been happening in the Super 8 Premier League, where Ngando Youth Association, NYSA, are the 2016 Super 8 Division 1 champions after completing the campaign in style following a 5-1 hammering of Angola in an entertaining match played this Saturday at the Ngong Posta Grounds. Now, the champions were fitted with a crown, of course, and a check of 500,000 Kenya shillings winners prize in a colorful ceremony in front of their home fans who are in numbers to celebrate their achievement in the match. NYSA showed class to cap their impeccable run in the league in emphatic manner. In fact, fun fact here, top scorer Robinson Shitandi struck a hat-trick in the 35th, 61st and 71st minute to inspire his side to victory. The league commenced in February this year with 16 teams divided into 2, where 8 teams were from the west, another 8 were from the east of the country, and of course the winner will get to join the league's top tier. finally, in what's been making news on the local scene, Suna West team and Kuria East settled for a barren draw in the inaugural Maisha tournament that took place at the Migori Primary Sports Ground in Migori County. The league, which will be played in all the 47 counties, has attracted over 900 men's teams and 400 women's teams. The organizers hope to leverage on football and the power of football to mobilize young people for a nationwide campaign to kick out HIV stigma. The tournament will continue at the sub-county level, with the finals which will involve other counties taking place right here in Nairobi.
No matter whether they like you or not, so make you stand to your feet and dance here for me.
Well, we're back with Chris Amimo, and Chris, just to pick up from where we left, running a team. One of the challenges that all the teams are having is in terms of equipment, in terms of facilities. It's really challenging. In the new dynamics of players have to go for things like conditioning, they have to do gym and all that stuff. How do you handle
nutrition? It's very an expensive affair. Even apart from that, just running a team in a league, you have transport costs, you have accommodation costs, you need to travel to Mombasa, you need to travel to Bungoma, you need to take care of the players' accommodation and their allowances. It is very expensive. But also, like you said, in modern football, conditioning, very important. You need a gym. We have a gym over here that our guys practice on. You need good nutrition. We have a kitchen that does special meals for them. And all those kind of things. So it's important to have an establishment that has got these facilities. We are lucky at League Ndogo that we have those kind of facilities, but otherwise it becomes a very expensive affair. If you have to pay for the players to go to the gym, if you have to take them out to a restaurant to have their meals. So we work it out over here by having the facilities in-house ourselves. Yes.
When CAF announced the issues of club licensing, I know you're a NEC member in the New Football Kenya Federation, and clubs are out crying really about the club licensing that CAF have introduced. How far are you with League Ndogo in terms of complying to the club licensing, and what is it all about actually?
I think I'm way ahead, because club licensing basically requires that I think to play in certain CAF competitions, you must have certain youth structures in place. You must have an under-20 team, you must have an under-17 team, that kind of stuff. Now at League Ndogo we have that already. So for me then it will be no problem to meet the requirements of the CAF licensing, and I'd like to advise other clubs to try as much as possible to build their youth teams. It's also good for you in that I don't spend so much money signing players. Actually, I do sell my players to other clubs. A lot of them have gone to different clubs, Thika, KCB, AFC Leopards. But mostly I pull the players from my junior ranks. So the cost to me then is also minimal. That's why I can afford to have a team in the league and compete against the likes of, Bidco, who are big companies, the likes of Nairobi Steamer, and that kind of thing. So when you have a good youth system, then also it makes economic sense for you as a club.
We've seen Michael Nam is now with the team, very experienced coach. And what has been his impact ever since he joined?
His impact has been very good. We had a bit of a struggle at the beginning of the season, and I think we had a bit of a challenge with the coach who was in charge. And I know sometimes things just don't click. It doesn't mean you're not a good coach. It's just that maybe the club is not suitable for you at that particular moment. And that's what we underwent at the beginning of the season. And we struggled quite a bit. And so Michael Nam came in about 6-7 weeks ago. And I must say he has established the team quite a lot. And we've been picking up a few wins here and there. So we are slowly moving up the table. And he is doing a good job. But I'd also like to mention somebody who's out here today.
Yes.
His name is George Mwangi. He's a coach who, when Michael was out of the country, we got him to assist the team for a period of about 3-4 weeks. And actually, he's the guy who pulled off one of our biggest upsets. Remember, we beat Nakumatt in a league game 2-1, which nobody thought would happen. And I just like to appreciate George Mwangi for that. He stepped in for a short while. He's not here with us anymore, but he did a good job, and I'd like to recognize him for that.
Finally, from you, Chris, I mean, we've seen when we walked in here, you're in deep conversation with ex-FC Leopards coach Ivan Minait.
Yes.
I mean, he looks like he's in full gear for training. Is he part of you?
No, he's not part of us. But you see, Evan is a very qualified coach. He's a UEFA Pro coach. And when you do a UEFA Pro license, there's a lot you're taught about youth development football. And so I got him here to actually come and do some training for my coaches, for the under 9, under 11, under 13, and under 15 coaches. So that's what he's been doing. For this week, he'll be with them, basically giving them training sessions on how to coach the youth. Yeah, that's why he's here.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Chris. Now we'll get to
so
speak to the team in terms of the coach is here doing the light sessions. Remember, they had a game yesterday, so session for today is basically recovery session. We'll talk to Coach Nam what recovery session is all about. Plus, our favorite part of the show will be coming up, and that will be the challenge. Look out for that. Wahiga, over to you.
Well, I'm here at the fan corner, of course, here at Ligi Ndogo. Tuko na mafans. Mafans mko poa? I hawana sauti. We'll find out what's going on right now. It's a bit hot though, I need to warn you, it's very hot right now here. I'm sure it's pretty hot across all of Nairobi, and these are some of the challenges that the players are facing. But before we go any further, there's a lady I want to talk to. She has a nickname which she'll be telling us shortly. Mina mjua kama Coach Florence Adhiambo. She's a coach here with Ligi Ndogo, Makolandas as well. And she was also a former coach of the Harambee Starlets. Coach, hebu kuja tafadhali. Wapi makofi ya coach tafadhali? Asante sana. Coach, mambo vipi?
Poa sana.
Sawa sana. Naomba, in fact, waje fanya hivi, let's switch positions. You come there just so that you can get that better shot on camera. Nickname yako, hebu tuelezeni gani?
Naitwa Dua.
Dua kwa nini?
Nilikuwa dribbler mzuri sana. So kwa Kijaluo naitwa Kudua lo.
Najua Michael Kinya atanielezea vizuri hivyo. Nitaongea na yeye pia. Sasa Harambee Starlets, muona mahali wamefika Uganda. Were you surprised when wamefika finals?
I wasn't surprised because wameprepare kutoka kitambo. Na Ethiopia walikuwa wazuri, walitubeat the last time 5-0, but tunajua vile au cheza au ni tikitaka. So najua kocha aliamua waende full flight. Na hiyo ndio maana walikamneo results.
Jana unaniambia uliongea na Nedi Atieno. Nedi Atieno has represented Kenya many times, scored many times, but jana before kwa hii tona alikuwa na drought. Wewe ulimwambia nini wakati mliongea kwa simu?
Nedi ni player wangu na hata kwa team na goal drought, so nilimuencourage, nikamwambia chance anapata afunge tu, na zitaka mingi, na jana zilikuja 2. So nimefurahi sana kama coach wake.
Tupe predictions maze. Tanzania kesho, Kenya versus Tanzania, Twiga Stars versus Harambee Starlets. Wewe unaona vipi?
Tanzania 0.
Kenya 3 Tanzania 0. Warembo, na hii ni swali yangu ya mwisho. Ukikuwa compare na Harambee Stars, do you think they can go further than Harambee Stars has gone? Hiyo ndio swali wa Kenya wanauliza. Unaona vipi kama coach?
Wataenda. Kitu moja wasichana wako nayo ni ile passion. Wanacheza juu wanapenda hiyo kitu. Wavulana sijui kwa nini hawaendi mahali, lakini wasichana ni vile nimesema wako na hiyo passion, inawasukuma kuicheza. So inawapatia hiyo motisha na bidii.
So tuwape wote equal opportunity, tuone nani atafika pale.
Nani atachukua?
Asante sana. Umesema 3-1.
3-0.
3-0.
Yes.
Na ikiwa 3-1 ama 3-2?
No, 3-0.
3-0 clean.
Yes.
Tutangoja. Finals, Harambee Starlets versus Twiga Stars itakuwa kesho. And of course in Uganda, Ginger, waiting to see what the result of that match will be. But of course we're enjoying our show here on Monday Football. We've got our DJ here. He'll take it away with some hits. We'll be back with what was happening in Europe, of course, Manchester United. For a very good time to be a fan. We have those highlights and much more after this short break. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Go down, all my ladies, go down. Go down, sexy ladies, go down. Go down, all my ladies, go down. Go down, sexy ladies, go down. Nobody up in no, how you they give me on the low. Nobody up in no, I saw this in no. Nobody up in no, how you they give me on the low. Nobody up in no, I saw this in no. I like the way you get this play. You make me reach out that night and get you straight. Give me that right in like my angel. From that boy you we don't say. Been dreaming about you all day. Baby, Can you come and run not to chop out like that? You don't like crack, oh.